Here is the Dow Jones Industrial Average update for May 28th, 2015. I'm Soul Esprit, servant of the Lord Jesus Christ, the Most High God of the universe. May His name be blessed and praised forever. The Illuminati, what they won't try to get away with, huh? They're always trying to hide things from us, and they're always trying to fake us out. Well, they control the financial markets. They've had this artificial rise in the U.S. stock indices going for probably at least the last 4 years. And it goes back even further than that, of course. But seriously, since October of 2011, we have seen an artificial market that is being sustained solely by the Illuminati's purchase of their own stocks. That's what's causing the rise in the market. All the information that you hear on the news is a lie. It's all disinformation designed to confuse you and to keep you from panicking and withdrawing your funds from the market. Why? Because they want to bankrupt you. They want to catch you off guard. They want to catch you by surprise. And just as they did in 1929 and major crashes prior to that time, they want to totally devastate the economy and bring the sheeple into subjection to their totalitarian rule. Now the reason for that is because they are psychopaths, and once they have you at their mercy, they are going to use food to control you, and they are going to require you to take a microchip implant in your right hand. It's called the mark of the beast. So we see that the stock indexes, the global government, the mark of the beast are all related. The timing factor, of course, is what I deal with. That is my forte, one of them anyway. And my analysis has been very accurate over the decade, all the way up until one point, and that was in November of 2011. And that's when I went on the Jeff Friends program and announced to the world that the stock market was going to make an abrupt decline in the year 2012. Well, the Illuminati had other plans, and they decided to pump stock into the economy, that is, repurchase of their own stock, because they own most of the corporations, and hold the market up all the way from October of 2011 to the present time. Now, those of you who have purchased my book, Fractal Trading, understand that I use geometric progressions to anticipate future market prices. The market was poised for a first movement down of a longer term 5-phase decline. It was poised at that time when I went on the broadcast, but then the fractal count was warped and aborted to where that entire movement has been turned into a fractal 5. So we have been in a fifth fractal movement now for about 3.5 years, going on 4 years, and it's just about ready to end. If you look at the chart on your screen for the monthly count of the fractals, you'll see that we are nearing a resistance top, and that is a geometric, mathematically derived line you see there, that long blue line. And when we break it down to the weekly, we can see a smaller degree that terminates in either this July or this October. So we are very close to a market top. Now, if it should extend even further, we'd be looking at 2016, of course, and the Illuminati can do that, as they have been doing for quite some time. But typically a reversal will occur at 9, and the larger degree 5, and you can see 3-5 degrees in there. So it's a long-term cycle. This entire movement actually started in 1865, at the time of the founding of the New York Stock Exchange. So this is a grand super cycle. It's a major, major top. And I have to always add the cautionary note that the Illuminati can manipulate this market and hold it up essentially as long as they want to. They could probably do it to 2020 if they really wanted to. And again, it was poised to make a decline of the larger degree 3.5 years ago, clear back in essentially November of 2011. It just so happens that I appeared on the Jeff Friends program with this groundbreaking news, and I had an unblemished track record up until that point of predicting major advances and declines in the stock market and documenting them in my book, When Will the Illuminati Crash the Stock Market? There's some 17 pages of documentation. So this video is just simply a market update. I believe we're very close to a top right now. And those of you who are market traders or long-term investors in the S&P markets, Dow and Russell and so forth, would be well advised to begin closing out your long positions and looking at a long-term short right around somewhere between Dow 18,000 and 18,500. We have seen a top in this market previous to this, and it's basically just going sideways right now. The all-time high is 18,351.36. It could go a couple of hundred points higher. So I would put the maximum level right around 18,500. This is the market update from Soul Esprit. And those of you who have not understood the meaning of truth, look it up in the King James Bible. God be with you that are His.